Alright, so coming back at it again with another video here on the investing channel here. Um, I wanted to talk a little about what's going on around the world right now, why there's so many the crypto space are tanking the prices, and I wanted to explain the fact that right now, if you're watching this video right now, everything is the best buy. Like everything is so strong to buy right now. So whatever you're doing now, if you're not looking at the market price right now, everything in the crypto space, stock space, even with price inflation going around the world right now, everything has just been an amazing journey in the crypto industry. So let's take a look at some of the couple gainers here. As you can see, a lot of gainers here. These are XRP is actually one of them. XRP is actually in the process of fighting the SEC, and it looks like the judge, in court of law in the court of justice, XRP is actually taking the lead with the case right now. Loop Ring, another gaming coin in the space, Shiba Inu up 4%, and there's actually one of the coin that I'm going to be talking about a little later, but I just want to discuss the fact that right now, if you look at every market out there, they are actually decreasing. Everything is decreasing the way you wanted to go. Everything, including like Bitcoins, Ethereum, all the meme coins like Baby Doge, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and I just feel that right now is the best time to buy, especially this month. It's super good. I think there's like a couple people that I know I shared into Cello. Um, I think Cello was at $5 about a month ago, but now it's at like $2.83. So that's kind of explains it all with the price inflations, and especially like people are saying like World War III are coming or something like that. But let's just hope not. It's not the case. Let's look at what's losing in the market. Waves, Celsius, um, Avalanche. Okay, Avalanche and Solana is actually kind of like ETH. They want to work in the 2.0 blockchain layer, so that's pretty good. Some of the stable coin, Terra USD, Tether USDT, etc., 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 etc. And now let's get on to the actual goodbye. So right now, if you're not actually watching this, I tell you everything right now is such a good buy. Everything is like either under a dollar, especially with one of the coin that I feel like it's super duper good is ADA Cardano. One of the coin that I've been into, planning to buy more into it, putting more of my money into it, liquidate it out. 88 Cardano, the Cardano gang. Okay, this is 87 cents. We've never seen a price this low for the past couple months. It's always been like a stable coin at like a dollar 2 cents, like $1.25. But now it's like literally less than a dollar. It's at 87 cents. I think the lowest I've seen was like 78 cents. That was about like a week ago. But this week it kind of went back up to like 90 cents. It dropped back down to 87 cents. So right now it's like such a huge pie. You don't want to miss this opportunity. I just want to tell you that. So without further ado, let's go and recap and take a look at one of the coins that I still been following. I'm actually part of it. I'm holding some of it, and I also sold some and profit some. And I know that a lot of people out there they're actually into this coin and they love this coin. And this coin, of course, we already know it's called Shiba Inu. It's the one of the I call it like a dog coin. It's a coin that's been skyrocketing in the past, year, and it's continued to rise. It's continued to drop, based on inflations, based on whatever's going out there in that world. But the team, the devs behind this project are actually working. And the reason why I pulled out this coin is because there's something I want to share with you, and it's one of the on Twitter. I don't know if you follow their Twitter page, but I follow their Twitter page, and there's a huge blog written on this that there's a leak saying that hey, all the leash holder, all the Shiba Inu holders, you want to hold strong because there's about to be a metaverse coming into this coin, and I think that's gonna really help reinforce the ecosystem of this coin so much more, so much better into the future of 2022 to 2023. But at the same time, we don't know exactly what's going to happen to this coin, but based on my predictions, especially with the metaverse coming along with this coin, we know that this coin could potentially hit a new all-time high price. Okay, I'm just saying potentially because I can't say that this is not financial advice. Okay, this is just my personal thoughts, personal opinions, and I believe that for those who've been holding with this project, including myself and many other Shiba gangs out there, this coin is going to be amazing. Okay, especially with the metaverse alone, especially in 2020, approximately 478.7 billion. That is crazy. The size of a home service industry, so that's super crazy there. Um, Owning Shiba virtual real estate, holy cow, that's amazing. I mean, I think right now a lot of crypto projects are trying to get into the real estate investing industry. They're trying to create more like virtual lands where people can actually invest in the project more, crypto mine in the project more, generate passive income, passive reflections, and it creates more liquidity pool for everyone else in the project. And I feel like with owning Shiba virtual real estate, including the metaverse, Shiba's taking the next step going into the metaverse. It's gonna more likely change the price. It's gonna affect the price. Um, Definitely, I would say it's gonna be an increase. Definitely, it's not gonna go down for sure. It could hit two zeros. My prediction would be definitely two zeros that it will be dropping. So with the metaverse, and if you don't know what the metaverse is, metaverse started way back a couple months ago with Facebook changing their name into the Meta, and people don't get confused the fact that Metaverse is the future, and I believe it's the future. It is what people like to work virtually. People like to work communicate virtually. Make new friends virtually, and this is exactly what Shiba Inu is actually in the process of doing, especially creating like real estate virtual lands that people can actually invest in, mint it, sell in OpenSea world, etc., etc. You know what the meaning of that. And with this, I believe that it could potentially uprise the price. Definitely uprise the price all the way down to the 0.001 cents. That's literally two zeros eliminations, and I believe that it will, especially with Shibarium is a block layer two blockchain. It's going to be on the ETH, supporting ETH as well as supporting the coin itself and the ecosystems. They want to upgrade that Shiba Inu. You could say actually designed to lower transaction fees. That's actually a huge thing for a lot of people because especially with the ETH, it's kind of like the monopoly now in terms of like conducting transactions in the blockchain of cryptocurrency. With lower transaction fees, and this can definitely draw more people to sign up for the coins. Increase market cap. Increase holders. Specifically, the communities, holders is actually number one. The more holders, the more market cap will go, the more it'll jack the price up. Supply and demand, etc. Um, so I believe it, man. Can it hit 0.001 in 2022? It's very possible. Never know. I just believe that it could potentially hit by the end of 2020, 2022 going to 2023. But without further ado, let's take a look at the chart real quick here. I think this chart really explains a lot of things of what's going on around the world. As you can see that something big happened here. Okay, so like something big happened here, and I think this is something that we need to take a look at. I think this is more of a big will seller. Like people are actually selling off of here. Like this part here, it's like big wills. They're selling off, right? So that's why it caused the price to, do like a downtrend, of course. And you can see it here too, more downtrend down here too as well. And, a little bit of range trend right here. These are just some of the trends that we tend to look at a little bit. And besides that, if you really look at it, um, it looks like people are buying more. As you can see that there's like volumes here. Again, these are like selling slash buying value. So with all this, this could potentially, hit that, especially with the layer two blockchain Shiba Inu and enforcing the ecosystem, and of course with the metaverse, the owning virtual real estate, lands, all that stuff. Like people love that stuff. Even myself, like I love that stuff too. And I can potentially see a all-time high, especially like with the virtual real estate coming into play. In my opinion, I do feel I do feel that it could potentially hit probably like a 32. Like it's probably gonna go back all the way down to let's take a look at it, like all the way up. It could potentially hit like a 40. Like right here, if you take a look at this chart right here real quick, like it could potentially hit, you know, uh, you know, point 4. It could definitely potentially hit that. At the same time, I think more importantly, we got to really look at the trend here. So um, if we're looking at some trends here, if you really look at downtrend here and uptrend up here, there's a lot of question mark around here. We just gotta realize that I feel as Shiba Inum's coming, 2022, virtuality, owning lands with with dog bones and leash, and it's into Shiba Inu ecosystems. That's gonna really hit definitely a new all-time high price, and I totally believe that. I would say it could potentially hit probably in the 40s. I would say at least in the 40s. Um, it's very possible. So that would definitely be the price of what I feel like it could potentially hit. But um, it just depends. I think if you're holding like probably 10 million or probably just like 5 million, and if you hold it for like a year ago, you could potentially profit like a couple $1,000s, depending when you got into the project. And with this chart, and there's a lot of things going on in this chart here. As there's usually what happened is if you take a look at, there's like a few trends here. If you look at it, there's like, let's see here, there's like one right here. Um, this is almost potentially one. That could be another one. So if you look at all three of these, for example, okay, look at all three of these. These are potentially, these are potentially called a shoulder trend. Okay, this is a shoulder trend because it looks very similar. This one's like almost like a shoulder trend. This one's definitely could be potentially a shoulder trend, which it could potentially, hit. Um, it could go like that, like a shoulder trend. It could probably come out down a little bit, but usually when it's like a three trend of shoulder trend, it tends to just skyrocket. So that is definitely the questions of like, well, will it hit, a new all-time high of 0.0004? I truly believe it with Shiba Inu coming and real estate, with the whole virtuality that Shiba Inu could create their own metaverse and selling their own NFTs in the future. I think it's going to be an amazing project, especially with new things are coming. Although, as a person myself, with this meme coin, I'm not potentially all in on it or not potentially, like the project that much, honestly. But for those who are actually, want to know more about the project, where it's heading, and this is definitely the technical analysis of the project, and we just take a look at it real quick here, very, very brief here. Um, but yeah, I mean, that is definitely it for the project here. Like I say, there's a lot of new things coming in, with Shiba Inu, with the ecosystem, the metaverse, with people being able to own their own land in the dog world, purchasing lands, owning virtual real estate, and this is exactly the directions that Shiba could potentially hit. Of course, the price of all-time high of 0.001. So I definitely believe that. But if it could hit 0.001, and if it does, it's probably gonna make a lot of people rich. Really depends. But like I say, the price itself is pretty much not that relevant when it comes to making profits in the crypto space. It's more about, understanding the fundamentals behind the project, the support, the community, the holders, the market cap, the supply and demand, as well as the value it can deliver to societies as a whole. So yeah, that would be definitely it for the videos, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, follow, like, share this video. If you love it, share it if you like it, follow it. So thanks so much, you guys.